Life is often very ambiguous. Sometimes there isn't a right or wrong decision or choice. Things are not always completely clear. You may not get the answer, so you just have to wing it. Life is far from over, but it's very short too. If you want to do something, don't delay. But don't sacrifice what you want for what you want right now. Man always hopes for what he should remember, and forever remembers what he should hope for. Leap of faith. Yes, but only after reflection. The unhappy person is never present to themselves because they always live in the past or the future. The less possessions you own, the happier and less burden you will have in your life. Get yourself together before you get any older. The older you are, the harder it is to change. No one cares except family. On the secretly blushing cheek is reflected the glow of the heart. Our life always expresses the result of our dominant thoughts. It is very important in life to know when your cue comes. They can keep friends with the people you want to emulate, not the people that you think will be most likely to accept you. The people you associate with will shape your future. Be careful who you marry, and even more careful who you have kids with. Slow down and realize that mistakes are essential to learning anything. Wherever there is a crowd, there is untruth. The question is not to be or not to be. It is what we should be until we are not. The truth is a trap. You cannot get it without it getting you. You cannot get the truth by capturing it, only by its capturing you. Start saving your money. Don't spend it on homes you can't afford, fancy cars, and running your credit cards to the max. In the end, you'll be much happier. Take good care of your health. Without health, nothing will matter. No amount of money can bring you joy if you are suffering. Hope is a passion for the possible. Cultivate the will. This is the armor that preserves the mind. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. My sorrow is my castle. A no does not hide anything, but a yes very easily becomes a deception. Once you are born in this world, you're old enough to die. Time truly flies. Be grateful always, because it can always be worse. Live like there's no tomorrow, and do what you love. Don't get bogged down in regrets. No one is perfect. Don't chase happiness. Just stay positive, and you will experience joy. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson. Leave because you learned yours. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Nothing is actually as bad as it seems, or as great as you think it will be. The more people who believe something, the more apt it is to be wrong. The person who's right often has to stand alone. To be lost in spiritlessness is the most terrible thing of all. What is youth? A dream. What is love? The dream's content. Except that some folks love to point fingers and blame others. You will be blamed for things you haven't done and for things that haven't even happened yet. Realize you cannot control everything or everyone, but you can control yourself, and that's even better. Never sell out, and trust your instincts. Also, most importantly, never take loved ones for granted. Learn not to tell anything to anyone, because only then your life will definitely get better. What distinguishes all love from lust is the fact that it bears an impression of eternity. The thing that cowardice fears most is decision. Why bother remembering a past that cannot be made into a present? Happiness is the greatest hiding place for despair. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. You came into this huge world alone and will go out of it alone, hence can make any impossible thing possible by yourself only. You will look back at your life with much more regret for the things that you didn't do than for the things that you did. If you don't have many friends, that means you have a lot of life experience. The more silent you are, the more you are able to hear. There are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is true. You don't always have to be going, being, and doing. It's really okay to just chill. Don't ruin your health in order to earn money. You will end up spending your money to recover your health, and that is not reciprocal. Be kind to people without allowing them to take advantage of your good-natured. In order to help another effectively, you must understand what he understands. Instruction begins when you put yourself in his place, so that you may understand what he understands, and in the way he understands it. Only the noble of heart are called to difficulty. The only intelligent tactical response to life's horror is to laugh defiantly at it. Keep your mouth shut whenever you are happy. Keep your mouth shut whenever you are sad. You spend your first 20 years worrying about what people think about you. You spend your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you. You spend the next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. Last but not least, you are here for a reason that you may not know. But be patient. You beat 1,000,000,000 odds by being here. Be grateful for the little things in life that others take for granted. Truth always rests with the minority, and the minority is always stronger than the majority, because the minority is generally formed by those who really have an opinion, while the strength of a majority is illusory. You become what you understand. Life has become a bitter drink to me, and yet it must be taken in drops, counted one by one.